Most people think using coupons makes them smart shoppers. That flashing 20% off sign or the bold limited time offer feels like a win. But what if I told you those discounts aren't really for your benefit? What if the entire coupon game was quietly designed to get you to spend more, not less? Behind the scenes, retailers are running a playbook. Every exclusive deal is part of a strategy not to save you money, but to trigger your emotions, get you in the store, and keep you buying things you didn't plan to. And the worst part? It works. Over and over again. But here's where it gets interesting. Even though the system is rigged to favor the store, there are still loopholes. Legal, working strategies hidden in plain sight. Little-known coupon secrets that, once you learn them, flip the game in your favor. Retailers don't talk about them. They quietly hope you never figure them out. Because if more people knew, their so-called discount strategy would fall apart fast. In this video, we're going to reveal 10 coupon secrets retailers don't want you to know. And by the end, you'll never look at a checkout counter the same way again. That bright red coupon offering 25% off, it's not just a discount, it's bait. Retailers know exactly how your brain reacts to the word sale. When you see a coupon, your attention zeroes in on that specific item, and suddenly everything else around it fades into the background. But here's the catch. The item with the coupon often isn't the best deal on the shelf. Imagine walking into a store and spotting a $4 box of cereal with a 50 cents off coupon attached. Sounds like a no-brainer, right? But right next to it, there's a nearly identical store-brand version priced at $2.80. No coupon, no flashy tag, but a better deal overall. Most people miss it entirely because they've already committed mentally to the discounted option. This isn't a coincidence. It's strategy. Retailers use coupons to guide your attention, not to help you save, but to get you to buy specific items with higher profit margins. It's not about offering the lowest price. It's about making you feel like you're getting a deal while actually spending more. So, the next time you're tempted by a coupon, pause. Look around. Compare prices before grabbing that marked down item. Because often, the real deal is hiding right beside it, quiet, untagged, and overlooked. And this is just the beginning. The next secret takes this manipulation to a whole new level. You've seen it printed in bold. Limit 1 per customer. It sounds strict, like a hard rule that's locked into the system. But here's the truth most people don't realize, that limit is often just a suggestion, not an enforced restriction. In most stores, especially chain retailers and grocery stores, there's no real tracking system that links your use of a coupon to your identity. If you have multiple copies of the same coupon, chances are you can use them in separate transactions or even back-to-back with a cashier who isn't closely monitoring. And unless it's tied to a loyalty card or account login, no one really knows whether you've used it once or 10 times. Some shoppers even take it further. They'll walk out, come right back in, choose the same item, and use the same coupon again, no questions asked. Others split up their items at self-checkout or hand off a second coupon to a friend. Still legal. Still works. Stores rarely intervene because most of the time they don't notice or don't care, especially if the coupon is manufacturer issued and the store gets reimbursed anyway. Retailers use the limit 1 line as a psychological barrier, a way to make you feel like you're lucky to use even one. But behind the scenes, it's often toothless. So, if you've been tossing out those extra coupons or hesitating to use a second one, you might be leaving money on the table. And if that surprised you, wait until you find out what happens when coupons expire, because the expiration date might not mean what you think. Most shoppers see an expiration date and toss the coupon without a second thought. After all, if it's expired, it's useless, right? Not exactly. What retailers don't openly advertise is that expired coupons often still work, and in many cases, they're quietly accepted without question. Here's why. In large retail chains, the system doesn't always block a coupon just because it's past its date. Cash registers aren't all programmed the same way. Some stores use automated systems that scan for expiration. Others, they rely on cashiers to catch it. And many simply don't bother, especially if the coupon scans without issue. If the barcode still works, the discount usually applies. This happens more often than you'd think at stores like CVS, Walmart, Target, and even some local grocery chains. In fact, insiders have said that many stores build in a grace period, allowing expired coupons to work for a few days or even weeks past the printed deadline, especially for regular customers. And if you're polite and confident, cashiers will sometimes override the system entirely. Even digital coupons can linger in your app or account after expiration and still apply at checkout, especially if you've previously clipped or loaded them. So, before you toss that expired coupon in the trash, try scanning it. You might be surprised, because sometimes the real expiration isn't when they say it is, it's when you stop trying. And if you're thinking that's sneaky, wait until you learn how double-stacking coupons can save you twice as much, even when the store hopes you won't ask. Here's something stores rarely admit. You can stack coupons, and yes, it's completely legal. Most people use either a store coupon or a manufacturer coupon, assuming they have to choose one or the other. But in many cases, you can use both on the same item, and that's where the real savings begin. Let's break it down. A manufacturer coupon comes from the brand itself, like Tide, Colgate, or Kellogg's, and the store gets reimbursed for it. A store coupon, on the other hand, is issued by the retailer, like Target, Walgreens, or Kroger, and it's their way of offering you a store-specific discount. Since the money comes from two different sources, there's no conflict in using both together. But here's the catch: most stores won't advertise this. In fact, they're banking on the fact that you won't ask. Some stores have official policies that allow stacking, but cashiers don't always mention it. And some might not even know. Others leave it vague, hoping customers just skin one and move on. But the ones who do know, the coupon veterans, regularly walk out with deep discounts that seem too good to be true. For example, you might have a $1 off manufacturer coupon for a shampoo brand and a $2 off store coupon for the same item. Use both, and that $6 shampoo just became $3 without doing anything shady or against policy. All you have to do is ask, can I use this store coupon with a manufacturer one for the same item? If they say yes, you just unlocked a two-layer discount most shoppers miss. But it doesn't stop there, because some stores are watching your coupon behavior and using it to change the prices you see without you even realizing it. Clipping digital coupons might feel convenient, but it's not as harmless as it seems. Every time you tap Add to Wallet or Clip Now, retailers are watching. And they're not just using that information to help you save money. They're building a shopper profile that lets them customize what you see, how much you pay, and even what deals you're offered. Think about it. When you clip a coupon for, say, your favorite coffee brand, the store now knows you're interested in that item. And they may intentionally stop showing you lower-priced alternatives. Instead, your digital offers will start to focus on slightly more expensive products, nudging you to upgrade your preferences without realizing it. What feels like a personalized deal is actually a carefully crafted nudge to get you to spend more. Some stores take it even further. If you always clip coupons for snacks or name brands, they'll stop offering you deals on store brand items entirely because they know you'll buy the premium stuff anyway. You're being steered quietly and subtly based on every tap and click. It doesn't stop with products. Your location, shopping habits, and even how often you browse the app all feed into this data loop. Miss a few weeks of shopping? Suddenly, you might get a "We Miss You" discount. Not to be nice, but to reactivate your spending habits. So while digital coupons may seem like a convenience, they're also a tracking tool. One that helps retailers shape your behavior and protect their profits. And if that sounds a little invasive, just wait until you find out how most people completely overlook one of the biggest coupon power plays of all, clearance stacking. Clearance racks already feel like a win, items marked down 50%, 70%, sometimes even 90%. Most shoppers assume that's as low as it gets. But here's the part stores hope you never test. You can often use coupons on clearance items, creating insane discounts that most people walk right past. Retailers rarely advertise this because it feels like a loophole, but in reality, unless the coupon specifically says not valid on clearance, it's fair game. And most don't. That means a $40 shirt marked down to $12 on clearance could drop to $7 if you have a $5 coupon, or even lower if you're stacking. Why don't more people do it? Because stores have trained shoppers to separate deals in their minds. They think clearance is one lane, coupons another. But the most strategic shoppers blur those lines. They intentionally hunt clearance sections with coupons in hand, scanning for double discount potential. In fact, some retailers quietly allow automatic stacking during seasonal transitions, meaning clearance items scan for less than sticker price and accept digital or printed coupons at the same time, without any override needed. And most employees won't say a word unless asked. This strategy isn't just smart, it's wildly effective, especially when you combine it with earlier tricks like stacking store and manufacturer coupons. And while other shoppers are chasing shiny deals on full-priced items, you're walking away with the hidden gold. But if that sounds too easy, the next trick takes it up a notch, using competitor coupons where you'd least expect them. It sounds like something from the past, but it still quietly works today. Competitor coupons. Yes, some major retailers will still honor a rival's coupon, even if they don't advertise it. It's not plastered on a sign, and most employees won't bring it up, but it's in the policy, buried under the fine print. Stores like Walgreens, Staples, and even certain grocery chains have what's called a price match or competitor match policy. That means if you walk in with a printed or digital coupon from a direct competitor, they may match the deal or offer a similar discount. You just have to know what to ask for and how to ask. The trick is confidence and timing. Say you're at Walgreens and show a CVS coupon for $3 off a pharmacy item. If the product is comparable and the store manager is on board, you could walk away with a discount, no fuss. Not every location will say yes, but many do, especially if it means keeping you from walking out the door. And this doesn't just apply to paper coupons. Showing an ad on your phone, an emailed promo, or even an app-based deal from a competitor can sometimes be enough to get them to adjust the price or offer a store brand alternative at a discount. Retailers would never openly promote this because it invites a flood of mismatched deals. But the policy is often still there, and it's rarely enforced against. So next time you find a killer coupon from another store, don't dismiss it. Use it as leverage, because the smart shopper isn't loyal, they're strategic. And the next secret shows just how strategic you can be, especially if you're patient enough to not check out right away. Most shoppers open a store app, grab a few visible deals, and check out. But the biggest discounts? They're not handed out that easily. Some of the best coupons are hidden and only show up if you wait, exit, or act like you're about to walk away. It's called behavior-based discounting, and it works just like those abandoned cart emails you get when you leave something behind online. Except now, it's happening right inside store apps. If you spend time browsing, clip a few coupons, then close the app without checking out, many retailers respond by unlocking extra offers. You might get a push notification with a new deal or an email saying, "Here's 15% off just for you." It's not a coincidence. The app is tracking your actions, how long you looked, what you tapped, and when you left. And when it senses hesitation, it tries to pull you back in with something better. This tactic is especially common in apps like Target Circle, Macy's, Kohl's, and even grocery chains like Safeway or Kroger. Some go even further. If you repeatedly browse the same product over several days without buying, a deeper coupon might trigger, one that never shows up for shoppers who rush through checkout. The trick? Patience. Linger on a page, clip a few lower-tier deals, then exit the app entirely. Wait a few hours or even a day. Often, the system rewards hesitation with higher savings because it thinks it's about to lose the sale. And if that sounds like gaming the system, well, you haven't seen what people are doing with printable coupons, because that old-school method still works, and sometimes way more than it should. Printable coupons might seem outdated, but here's a secret most people, and even some cashiers, don't realize. If the coupon isn't barcoded with a unique serial number, you can reuse it. And in many stores, it will scan every single time. Here's how it works. Some printable coupons, especially manufacturer-issued ones, have static barcodes. That means each copy has the exact same code, no matter how many times you print it. As long as the store doesn't track individual uses, and most don't, you can use the same coupon in multiple transactions without it being flagged. In fact, many retailers rely on the honor system when it comes to printed coupons. There's no name, no account tie-in, and no expiration enforcement beyond what the cashier notices. If the barcode scan's clean and there's no limit set by the store system, the discount goes through again and again. Now, to be clear, this doesn't mean using fake or altered coupons. That's illegal. But reusing an identical, legitimate coupon that was never tied to a one-time use? That's a gray area retailers could lock down, but most choose not to. Why? Because most shoppers don't even realize it's possible. This strategy works best at self-checkouts, where no one's scrutinizing each scan. Just be smart, don't abuse it, and don't try to use a stack all at once. Spread it out. Be discreet. And speaking of discreet, the final secret is one most stores really don't want in the spotlight. Because when employee discount codes leak, and yes, they do, the savings can be outrageous. You'd think employee discounts are tightly guarded, and officially they are, but in reality, employee discount codes leak online more often than you'd expect, and many of them still work at checkout, even for non-employees. Here's the truth. Most employee discounts are tied to universal codes or shared links, especially for online use. These aren't always connected to a specific name or account. And when one of those codes leaks, whether it's from a friend, a screenshot, or a forum post, it often keeps working quietly in the background for weeks, sometimes months. No verification, no ID check, just a deep discount meant for insiders, now floating around the internet. These codes surface in niche places, Reddit threads, private Facebook groups, deal forums, or even tucked into comment sections of TikToks and YouTube videos. And when you find one that hasn't been disabled, you can unlock 15%, 25%, sometimes even 40% off, the kind of deals normal coupons never touch. Retailers usually don't make a scene about this because they don't want attention on how easy it is to misuse these codes. Unless the code causes a huge loss or goes viral, they tend to just let it ride, quietly updating or deactivating it later. Until then, it works, and it's completely automated. Now, to be clear, using a leaked code is a gray area. You didn't steal it. You didn't hack anything. You simply entered a valid discount code into the system, and the system said yes. It's a quiet trick that's hiding in plain sight, and when combined with the other strategies we've covered, it turns you from a casual coupon user into the kind of shopper stores actually fear. Because once you understand how the coupon game really works, you stop chasing the deals they give you and start creating your own. Most people never question the deals they're handed. They clip a coupon, feel smart, and move on, never realizing they're playing by rules designed to keep them spending. But now you know better. These 10 coupon secrets aren't just clever tricks. They're proof that with the right information, you can outsmart a system that quietly profits from your habits. You don't need to be extreme or spend hours planning. Just being aware of what really goes on behind the scenes can completely change the way you shop and how much you save. Whether it's stacking discounts, reusing expired deals, or spotting when the app is watching your every move, each tactic gives you more control over your money and less to the store's bottom line. Retailers won't teach you this, and most people never find out. But you just did. If you learned something new today, or realized you've been missing out on savings all along, leave a comment below and tell us which secret surprised you the most, or how you plan to use it the next time you shop. Your feedback means a lot, and it helps us keep making content that informs and empowers. If you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. Hit that button and turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos that reveal the stuff no one else is telling you. Thanks for spending your time with us. We'll see you in the next one.